Woo. Welcome everybody. Welcome. We're going to be doing some Dragon Quest today. I am a huge nut for Dragon Quest. Let me make sure my audio is good. Create a new adventure log, unused. Let's go ahead and name him Brian. This is a bit I always do, BRIAN and Draconian Quest. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. So no fleeing from battle, no shopping, no armor. Reduce experience from easy fights. All enemies are super strong and shy pox. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh no! Alright, confirm. And yeah, cool. Yes, I do want to proceed with the game. Let's see here. Set the display and brightness. Looks best to you. This can change. It looks good. That way. There we go. Our audio is checking good. Let's go drop that down. Perfect. And confirm. Adventure log has successfully been created. Also, there will be spoilers. Raining on their parade. Hey, what's up, babe? Yeah, I'm here. Sure, I'll be right there. Alright, bye. Alright, bye. Hopefully I don't make any quick.
This child, he is the one.
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
Oh, Headless Horseman.
What in the heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? You're a jolly one. What's this? You poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Lion King on it.
Plus a little Moses and
Yeah, little Moses.
What else? Dragon Ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's heavily Dragon Ball influence, man. Like, it's beautiful. Several years later, probably 16, because I think that's usually the trope.
I'd say. Let me see how old he looks.
This game is gorgeous, man.
I'd say at least 17 years.
Thanks
Okay.
so much. You're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Kind of has that little, almost like Final Fantasy 12 kind of thing with the like, oh, you can talk to this guy. It's nice. Woof, 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 woof.
So what was going on with your Dragon Quest install or something? Like,
So it like with Steam would not let me. It says it doesn't launch until 10 o'clock Pacific, noon my time. So it's like anybody who like already had the game. I guess I can pull up the map with X. That's great. This guy almost makes me like. There we go, equipment. Yes, dude, this is like my imagination when I was a kid, how I wanted this game to look. Because I was always like, oh man, yeah, like you pull up equipment, you can see what they got wearing. Oh, this is awesome. Plain clothes, yeah, attributes.
I just feel that's not right. For like, if you buy a game digitally, like if you go and purchase okay, we'll put this in the way. GameStop for games like this, they have midnight launches.
Maybe like assuming they did for this, but yeah. I agreed.
Literally, you go up there at midnight, and you can play it at 12:01 when you get home.
Yeah.
I mean, if it takes you a minute
Well,
to get
and
home.
on PlayStation and Xbox, they do that pretty much, where it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, if you pre and Switch too.
Yeah, Switch 2.
If you pre-install it, you play it at midnight.
It's only like in this case an issue for like half of the day, so I just
Yeah, that's not right. I mean, I can somewhat understand why, because most game stores don't open till 10 o'clock. I know GameStop's that way. You cannot go to a GameStop at 2 o'clock in the morning. It does not open till 10.
Right.
But that doesn't make no sense for a digital game.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home.
Well,
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Chapter 3. Ulrich.
Oh yeah, chapter 3.
My
Oh,
granddad's
Ulbricht's
been
chapter
teaching
3
me
is
to
good,
pair ever
dude.
since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer.
Oh yeah,
I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief? Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
Oh yeah.
Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way.
The slimes draw near.
They remind me of the Dragon Quest XI event from last year.
Crikey!
No, it was Dragon Quest X event back in the ARR.
Yeah, they even have an expansion for Dragon Quest X.
We'll never see it though.
That's nice. It tells me immediately that somebody can't act. So it's showing the debuffs. Crumbs! Yeah, get out of here, slimes. Oh, treasure chest. It literally drops in a treasure chest.
Crikey!
Awesome.
I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me. And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
Ha ha ha! There's a pot lid. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, there's an auto run feature. There's a jump. And there's a sprint. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. An auto run's gonna be nice. System settings, camera controls. That's better. And I can hold down the trigger to sprint. Dragon Quest games have taught me to go through the road that leads to a dead end. Medical herb.
The road less traveled.
So get close enough to a monster, small orange arrow will appear above them, and give them a wallop.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Let's see here, audio system, volume settings. That's a little bit better. Barks, and he's paralyzed with fear. Thanks, Sandy.
Go on! Phew.
What's up, Nightmare? Hey, I posted that video for you, dude. Yeah, dude. Dragon Quest 11, baby.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Tough little blighters, aren't they? Well done.
Yes, level 2. Alright. Ooh, new spell. Okay, maximum hit points is up by 3, MP up by 4, strength by 2, magical mending, magical might, charm. I'm getting more charming. Frizz, baby. I can sprint. I like that they make it where I can hold down the right trigger. Actually very comfortable. Alright, spells, frizz.
Go on. Crumbs.
Crumbs. Crumbs.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Yeah, special slimes are definitely in this game. Gotta get those metal slimes. This guy's like freaky. Needler. Jeez Louise.
Go on!
Yeah, get out of here.
Get him!
He's paralyzed with fear. The animations, like, oh my gosh, they did such a good job. 6 experience points and 6 gold coins, baby. There's a stairway there. And if he's running this way, let's go check out the bottom level. Ooh, pots. I'm trying to break it. Oh yeah. Can't swim. Okay. I'm betting I have to come back here. I wonder if there's like a... You learn how to swim later. Oh yeah, hello. Chunk of copper ore. Yeah, dude.
Get him!
He's in a medical herb. That was my medical herb. Crumbs.
Don't give up!
Oh, she'll heal me. Nice.
Go on!
Oh, and my MP was restored.
Get him! Tough little blighters, aren't they?
They'll let you move around the battlefield, but it doesn't make a big difference. Man. Oh, this gets you in the nostalgia feels.
Core, look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
It's like 100 hours of gameplay, man.
Yeah, it's the newest Dragon Quest, and of course it's gonna be, full retail price.
Help
Yeah.
me!
I honestly, I think I've come to the conclusion when it comes out on Switch, like maybe next year, I'm still gonna get it again because I want to support like this game in the States. Like it's like I don't think it's ever sold 1 million in the United States. It sells like 6 million in Japan.
Quick!
I've never been a big fan of Dragon Quest. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
And the problem was, like, when I started really getting heavy into gaming, you could not get. It's that same problem. You couldn't find Dragon Quest 1 for free.
It's more monsters.
And really, you still can't find it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some rumored Nintendo Direct that they're going to be bringing, like, it's kind of a focus on Square Enix games or something like that.
Well, I just thought about something. Because they're both, all three of those, Dragon Quest 1 through 3, or Dragon Warriors.
Yep.
They were Nintendo NES.
Yeah, they were.
NES. What's coming out later this month?
The NES, yeah, exactly. The NES, like games as a service. Like that would be so huge for me, dude. So huge. I have all the Dragon Quest games except for 10.
Here you go.
So I don't really we really don't cover it on the channel because I don't have actually a way of capturing them. So it's like,
yeah, that is a problem. But like, what game's out right currently?
Don't give
like
up.
we know Zelda, the original Zelda.
yeah.
All the Marios.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those are pretty big names. What's the
There lies no
setting
fear.
Dragon Quest, Dragon Warriors to it?
Go on.
That'd be so good, dude. I would be so happy.
Phew.
I'm hoping we see
Ooh,
like,
40
Final
experience.
Fantasy
So
one,
Yeah.
proud
like
of
the
you.
Final Fantasies on there too. The ones that they can do without a problem.
Which is like,
7,
technically they could do 1 through 6, you know, easily.
1 through 6. 7's when it gets hard because those at the time were exclusive to Sony.
I'm sorry,
It
Gemma.
gets that issue again.
I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out.
Yeah, it's been out a year.
But then those
Yeah.
monsters
Almost to the
appeared.
day.
In Japan, they didn't actually have any voice language. People so when they
What is
localized
going
it, they did
on?
all the voices
I
for
never
this,
heard
and
anything
it's
about monsters
so far like it's really
appearing on
good.
the tour before.
So and then they added sprint, so they've added a couple
But
things
never
to
mind
the
that
English,
now. Whatever
version.
were you thinking? You could have been killed.
Well, I don't think there's one way
You
to
take
do it a
Sandy
good
and get
way.
back to
Like
the
Dragon
village
Quest,
this
it's
instant.
normally like this. They normally wait a year before
yes,
it comes
Gemma.
out.
Sorry.
True, that is surprising, but
You
at the
saved
same
my bacon
time,
again. I knew
Dragon
you were
Quest-
tough, but crikey, you
in
really have
some
grown
ways,
into quite the
the
hero.
Dragon Quest series, like I admit it, I've never been a big
Not
fan
far
of
to
it
the
because
top
I couldn't
now.
get into it. But in Japan, Dragon
It's huge.
Quest is
It's
bigger
huge.
than Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Dragon Quest was my first RPG.
Wouldn't it?
Dragon Warrior was
Come
my
on,
first
let's get a
RPG.
move.
And it's funny because it's that the joke in and of itself though is they wanted they've been really trying to get Dragon Quest to take off here in the United States, so they released Dragon Quest VIII, and it was really well received comparatively to all the other previous Dragon Quests. And then they don't release another Dragon Quest for 13 years. So it's
Yeah.
like
Well, I don't think it's sold. Like I think from
it
what
sold
I
almost
understand-
it almost sold it's basically 500,000, and then it came out on 3DS and it did way better on that. But it's still like it's such like when you're talking about comparatively, it's like no,
Final Fantasy.
Japan will
Like,
sell like
Final Fantasy VIII over Final Fantasy.
the best
Dragon
selling.
Quest.
The only Dragon Quest game to remotely sell 1 million outside of Japan is Dragon Quest IX, and they total Europe and America together, and it's at like 1.3 million or 1.03, something like that. So
Yeah. Hey, Nightmare, be careful about Forsaken. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, dude, be
I heard
careful.
about that. Yeah.
I'm
I heard about
gonna
that,
be
like,
putting out a
Here we
video
are at
on it, basically kind of looking at the content without Forsaken because the whole sandbox got updated.
Such a shame
So
about
just
the weather.
FYI, like honestly,
really
I would
looking
say
forward to that
if they learn their lesson and they do a good job,
Well, we better say the prayer and get this
in 2
ceremony
months,
over
it's
with, eh?
you know you'll have a good idea if they're really delivering.
What was
Yeah,
that?
because I just feel like, oh yeah, you bought this game a year ago now. You paid all the DLC. You probably spent, on average, you're probably about $90 for all
I've
the
spent a
DLC
lot.
game.
I've spent a lot of money on the Destiny franchise.
Yeah. I'm just saying Destiny 2. So
Yeah.
You've already spent $90. Oh yeah, now you need to spend another $40 more to be able to do the newest content. That comes to that whole thing where they're an MMO, but they don't want to charge the MMO prices.
Yeah.
Like they'd probably make more money actually just going, hey, we're an MMO. You gotta pay us $5 a month.
That was awesome. Just electrocuted that bird. The Destiny 2 or Destiny as a whole is basically their subscription game without being a subscription, and so they'll just try to find
We're
every
alive.
which way to charge you for it.
That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like
not wrong.
you made it happen.
That's right. But that comes down to the whole thing. Like, even if they just charge $5 a month for a subscription base.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Look,
for a second cost $40.
$40.
That's only 8 months. That's another. If they still want to play Destiny 2, they still have to pay another.
It stopped.
At the $5 a month.
Well, we can worry about that later.
Another 4 months. That's another $20.
Yeah.
All I know is that you saved me
So they
yet
make
again.
more.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
And people wouldn't notice.
We really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore.
At least I can hear it
Let
when they
it be
say some of these
so
words that I
forevermore.
would struggle with pronunciate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally would encourage people to pick up this game, Nightmare.
Wow! Look!
It's a turn-based RPG as a parent. Gotta take a break. Gotta help out with the kids. Not a problem. There's a huge value in that for me.
I kind of like the turn-based system. I mean, like, it's a throwback. It's still a throwback to the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Action RPGs are fun.
It just goes on and on
but
and on.
sometimes it's just like, I want to be able to pause it.
Whoever
go
dreamed
away
up
and
the
not,
ceremony must have had this in
have a
mind.
problem.
They wanted to show us
Which
how
in most action
huge our
RPGs it's
world
fine, but in
really
some,
is.
you don't want to do.
Right.
Well, that's it. It's all over, and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Alright. My Dragon Quest experience has taught me to look in the...
Your RPG experience.
Well, that comes from Dragon Quest. You know, it's like, if anybody wonders why I love Final Fantasy, it's because of Dragon Quest, man. It's like, I didn't like the first Final Fantasy.
I think I'm the exact... I loved the first Final Fantasy. It was challenging.
Oh, yeah.
And
Did you play it on the Game Boy, or did you play it on the NES?
I played it on the NES.
I never beat it on the NES. I beat it when they brought it back when they brought it back out for the Game Boy.
I didn't beat it until I rebought it, repaid for it when it came out on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Because that was actually, from a lot of people's perspective, that was the best remake.
That was such an interesting twist too, a part of the game. Spoiler alert, when it has that element of time travel right at the end.
Oh yeah, that was interesting because it's like, oh yeah, we're the heroes from the past that are also from the future, and blah blah blah.
I was like, what? All right.
And then of course with the PlayStation, the Vita/PSP/ PS3 version,
safe and
they
sound,
added elements
Grandad.
in that were from later games.
Indeed you are, my
into
dear.
one to
Thank
make them
the
more
spirits for that.
dynamic, like
When
adding
we saw lightning striking up there, we
Bahamut
got a
and
little worried,
Omega.
I have to tell you.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I never. Sounds
Sorry, when
like
it got
it's
quiet,
nothing
it's because I
short of
started
a
listening to the
miracle that
story.
you made it back
Oh,
in
no
one
problem.
piece. Well, there's no doubt about it. The spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Thank goodness the weather was nice.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there.
Thank you, man.
Now,
Thank you, sir.
It's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Come on, you. Home time.
If you set the battle mode to classic camera, the only thing you'll have to worry about... Oh. The PC version apparently loads too fast for me to read the tips. Man, they did such a... It just... So beautiful. Coming of age. Awarded the ascending the top of cobblestone. Achievement unlocked. Yay. Alright, let's see here. They were talking about classic camera. So camera... Display options. Claim special rewards. Sweet. I'll do that. It's like this achievement thing is still on my screen. How do I get rid of it?
You just press it.
How do I press it?
Oh, mouse. Your mouse. That's Steam telling you that. So just click it with your mouse. It should go away.
Alright, thanks, Steam.
Yeah, Steam is annoying. Sometimes.
Oh no! Alright.
Nightmare's saying hit the guide button on your controller.
When I do that, it brings up my Windows guide. Maybe select, maybe start. We're just gonna have this permanent achievement unlock. No barrel is safe. There's some kind of... Okay, I guess this is the church. Confession save. Yes. Thank you very much. Do I continue to venture on? Yes, I do. $15 experience to reach the next level. Resurrection, purification, benediction. So that's that. Let's go check out this other building here. Those are big pots. Apparently I need to get to my home. Home. That's handy they marked it.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along.
Okay, I'll have to go play around with that here in a minute.
Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tower.
Later, Nightmare.
See you, dude.
The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
What?
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
There we go. He's confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Eventually. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I'd like to go for a little walk, and the night air always gives me the power of a good mood. So let's go for an evening walk. Yes, after I break the pots. Nope. Well, let me do those.
Always break the pots, right?
Yes, sir. There we go. I knew there had some.
Zelda taught me that.
Yeah. It's Loctite. It's nice they put a little lock symbol on the map. Instead of an evening walk, how about I go for an evening run? Oh, there she is.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you.
What's up, Carlinzo?
You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
I gotta figure out how to get this thing closed. It's driving me nuts. Let me go ahead and just save it, and then I'll quit Steam or something. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Cypress Stick, Cottonwood Bandana. Wayfarer's Clothes, much better. I'm gonna save my money for now. Alright, let's see if we can quit the game, get rid of this achievement pop notification. Now, do you intend to continue or do not? Alright, let's see here. Alright, now let's try firing that back up. Just error occurred. What? Steam error. What a shock.
One of the most common occurrences in the world, a Steam error, right?
There we go. All right, let's try launching it again. That seemed to be more successful. Beautiful, beautiful. Continue. Yes. Now the achievement that is continually or perpetually there. Oh, here's what happened so far. Oh, thank you. Man, this game loads pretty dang fast, which is great. But if there's any of those tips that I need, like, I'm like, oh, that's how I need to do that. It's like, you gotta read those tips fast, man. Family's doing good, Carlinza. We just had Michael, who was just born.
the next you're getting ready to leave us.
So we're
Only
grown.
wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness.
Yeah, dude.
We're supposed to
Baby
believe
number 3.
that you're him reincarnated? Ha, I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh?
Thanks, man. Thank you.
If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way. And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Goodbye.
It's nice of us to be a horse right off the bat. Yes, dude, exactly. Gonna be
Wait!
getting them leveled up.
Here, take this with you. I made it for you.
Gemma's charm.
It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? I don't know what's in store for you out there. But wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, these E-loads are just so fast. Need a horse? Hey, bother. Take a look at the map. Once more, press A on the map. Maps the nearby world map. Oh, great. Nearby quests. Neat. Sparkly spots. Oh, that's great. Oh, this is the dream I had as a child. Like, this is what I was like, oh man, yes. Bowling for slimes, baby. They want me to head to Heliodor. Fine.
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church. Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Keep healing yourself. Oh, almost the next level. Bunny corns. Jeez Louise. Oof. Bum bum. I like that leveling up heals you.
Oh, so like a classic JRPG?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad they got away from that into more modern, like, JRPGs. It's like, why can't that be the same way? Like, if you level up, you should get a full bar of health.
Cool. Alright, that's what that does. Boom. Cucumbers. I love it.
Yeah, though, but this is the problem with that 14 million number. That includes accounts that haven't been active. That includes the free-to-play accounts, being up to level 32.
Mm-hmm. It's 14 million, but which is great. Like I mean, but I don't, they don't report active subs.
Yeah, it's not 14 million active subs. The main issue. It's 14 million accounts. Well, current accounts was the exact word. So if your account has been deemed as a violation of terms of service and has been put on a permaban, that doesn't count. That's the only thing that I know for. Because it said.
I didn't know how they were covering that.
Well, if your account gets banned, it's not just your account being banned. They just delete the account. So it's no longer in existence.
Okay.
Which, that's what should happen if you violate terms of service. Like, to the extreme where you're getting a ban like that. It's just one button, your account's gone.
I love that I can see enemies out in the field. Slimes are already starting to run away. Oh, what a beautiful animation. So I haven't leveled up. Interesting. Yeah, like it's old school. It doesn't tell you how long until you level up. You gotta go to this. You gotta go to church for that.
Yeah, I will say that is the one thing that I like about newer style. Like it'll tell you how much you need, how much money you need. But just certain other aspects of it.
Yeah.
I wish still. Like I mean, if they could, like Octopath is a perfect mix of new school stuff and the old school stuff at the same time, and that's why I think a lot of people love it.
Yeah, I figured basically I would just get a level, camp, and then I will get back to work. Oh no. Power of Pep. I'm still pepped. There it is. New spell learned. Alright, cool. 3 skill points earned. Heal, sweet. 3 skill points. Every time party members level, they'll earn some skill points. As in the same suggest, users require new spells and abilities. To use them, open up character builder in the miscellaneous menu. Sure, I'll use my skill points. Character builder is where you use skill points to teach your party members new spells and abilities. Brian. Swords, great swords, sword mastery, and luminary. Pep chance, zap, poof. Defense 10's agility, holy. Okay. Flame slash. Sword stance, dragon slash, metal slash. Ooh, cool. Sweet. So a lot of points. The swords. Save. Alright, thanks everybody for hanging out. I am wrapping up, and I will talk to you guys soon. See you next time. No, I was getting, like, literally getting off right now. Julie's like,